Hello, I'm Sue Baker of itsnevertoolate.co.uk, and this video is designed as a simple instruction as to how to use an EFT round. And I'm going to begin by just showing you where all the points are. We won't actually start tapping on a subject matter until I've done that. So when we start with EFT, we always start on the karate chop, which is where we do our setup. And our setup is about talking to our subconscious mind and just letting us know what we're going to be working on. And it's that fleshy bit, sort of from the bottom of the hand up to the little finger. And I usually use my forefingers, it's just easier. And when you tap, you're just sending enough of a vibration to the body that you can feel it. So we start there, and then we move on to the top of the head. And that's just going all around the top of the head. Then to the eyebrows, and that's just where the beginning of the eyebrow meets the bridge of your nose. Then we go to the side of the eye, and then under the eye, just in line with the pupil in the eye. Then we go underneath the nose, and then on your chin, which is that little indent in your chin. Then to the collarbone point, when again we've got 2 points there, or just the one, whatever's most comfortable for you. And it's essentially where that little dent is in your collarbone, where a chap would tie his tie, and you just go down about 1 inch and across about 1 inch. And just tap there. Then underneath the arm, and then that's roughly level with where your bra strap runs. And then we'd go back to the top of the head and just tap around. I probably tend to use all my fingers and thumbs there, just because that's quite a large area, so it's kind of going around like that. And then the eyebrow points again. And then the side of the eye. Then underneath the eye. Underneath the nose, in your chin, then your collarbone point, then under the arm, and then we're back to the top of the head again. The collarbone point is a brilliant point if you're feeling a little anxious in any given situation. It's just a very, very easy point to tap. And the points that I'm using today are just some of the points. There are points on the hand, and if you look on the website, you'll see that there's a free illustration of all your tapping points, so you can download that, and then you've got that in front of you whilst you're tapping. And you'll see on the illustration that there are points on the hand, and they're quite useful because you can, if you're in a situation where you don't want to be visibly tapping, you can just tap on these and nobody will see you're doing it. And it's essentially just the side of the nail, where the nail touches the skin, on the end of all of the fingers. And so you can just tap those and just pop your hands on your lap and nobody will know what you're doing. So that works really, really well for that. I'll just keep tapping while I'm just telling you a little bit more about what we do when we tap. We focus on what the issues are for us. And the setup is very much about introducing our issue to our subconscious mind. And it will also be about clearing any blocks that we might have. We don't necessarily have to be aware of them, but it just helps to get rid of them. They may have got in the way before when we've tried to work on our particular issues. So you'll see that I will focus on the negative perhaps. And some people are concerned about that because there's so much around all this positive thinking, and that's really relevant. But in this case, in the case of EFT, it's important to acknowledge our negative emotions so that we can bring them up to the surface and we can clear and heal them. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I've decided to use stress as our issue, because I think most of us these days have a certain level of stress in our lives. So I'd like you to just really take a nice deep breath in And tune in to the level of stress that you feel you have in your body. And just come up with a number from 0 to 10, with 10 being as intense as that stress could be. And just think about where you feel that stress in your body and how it feels for you. And then we go to what we talked about as the setup point. And you would repeat after me, even though I have all this stress, my body just feels so tense. I can't relax and I just feel so uptight. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have all this stress, it's giving me that horrible sort of butterfly feeling in my tummy. And then it moves up to my chest and my chest feels tight and I feel so stressed. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have all this stress in my life and I feel really stressed and it's stopping me from achieving the things I want to do, I love and accept myself anyway. And we go up to the top of the head. All this stress in my life. I just feel so stressed. It's making my tummy feel really tight. Feel really anxious. All this stress is really getting me down. I find it impossible to relax. And that's just disempowering me. All this stress is stopping me from getting on with what I really want to do. I just feel so stressed. So much to do. Don't really know where to start. All this stress in my body, all these butterflies in my tummy, just feel so stressed. And the stress moves around my body, makes my body feel tight instead of relaxed, makes my breathing tight and sometimes laboured. My whole body feels tense. I just feel so stressed, just feel so very stressed. All this stress in my life. And then just stop for a moment and take a nice deep breath in. And then just release that. And then just kind of check in with your number again. Maybe that number will have come down. It might have stayed the same. Doesn't really matter. It's just really, it's a point of reference for you. But then I'm just going to illustrate to you what we can do once your stress levels start to come down by keep tapping through all the points. We can then start to tap in positives. So we could start to say things like, but what if I could feel a bit more relaxed? What if my body could start to feel calmer? I'd feel less stressed. I wouldn't let things get on top of me. I'd be coping so much better, feeling so much better, letting go of this stress, allowing my breathing to be really relaxed, allowing myself to feel calmer, not worrying about things so much, just going with the flow, just letting go of this stress. Just letting go of this really stressful feeling, allowing my body to relax and allowing myself to feel calmer. I know I can do this, and I know I can let go of all the worry. I can stop worrying about all the silly little things. Stop letting stress get the better of me. Stop letting stress get in the way of living my life. Letting go of this stress now, letting the calm feeling come in, just feeling so much more relaxed and feeling so much calmer. So just take another deep breath in and just notice how you feel your energy within your body. And if you go to the free stuff on the website, you'll see that there are a couple of tapping scripts as well, which will give you an idea of some of the words you could use. They're on 2 different subjects to stress, but it's quite useful and you can play around with it. Always use your own words, because that's quite important. Not necessarily the words from the script, but until you get familiar with EFT, they're very, very useful. And don't forget, you can download the tapping point illustration. And then if you found that you like the feel of EFT and you feel you want to work with it a little bit further, you can just contact me and we can arrange to have a free connecting conversation, which is just a chat about what your needs are. But I really hope that you embrace EFT, because it can be such a life changer. It has been for me and so many other people. Thank you for watching.